Quasi here, and in this video, I'm going to share with you something that is going to completely change your life. And this is the sole reason why successful people become successful and why unsuccessful people stay unsuccessful. So make sure you stick around till the very end because we will be discussing what's known as clarity of intention. Before I begin this video, I wanted to quickly announce that I'm doing a free giveaway of my book, Life Mastery. If you want to enroll into a competition to win this book for completely free in the ebook format at the end of the week, just comment Life Mastery down below and we'll be picking one lucky winner to get this book for free. I'm super excited to announce the free one-to-one consult for the Reality Mastery program is now open. If you want to enroll into that, wait till the end of the video for the announcement on that. And with that, let's get started with this video. Now, in this video, I want to talk to you about clarity of intention. And now you might be wondering what the hell that means. And now I was really looking back at my journey and how I was able to scale my business from absolute zero to $80,000 a month within 7 months of starting it. And the biggest reason why I was able to become successful in every single area of my life anyways. Now to you it might be sounding like I'm bragging, but I actually want to give you the tools that you need to be able to replicate the same sort of success in your life as well. And really what it all boils down to is what's known as clarity of intention. And recently I read this book which sort of illuminated this concept to me. And it was called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. And in here, he talks about how a weak plan executed with a definiteness of purpose will trump a strong plan executed with an indefiniteness of purpose. Now, what does that mean? Well, if you're, it doesn't matter if you have the right plan or the wrong plan, but if you're truly definite about it, if you're truly 100% focused on it, your intention is absolutely clear, then this weak plan will eventually lead to the strong plan. It's sort of like having faith. It's unconditional. It always starts in the internal world. You don't know how it is you're going to get to that level of success. And what people mistakenly think is that, there's a right and a wrong way to get to success. But the thing is that right way will never befall you if within yourself you're not definite about what it is you want and you don't have that clarity in your intention either. So now how does this relate to my personal life? Well, I saw that in any area of my life that I pursued in, whether this be in relationships, whether this be in health, whether this be in business, I always immersed myself fully, and also I was 100% obsessed with it. Right? You'll see that successful people are absolutely obsessed with whatever it is they do. I was reading Elon Musk's autobiography and how he was just an animal, right? He would tell people that tasks would take like 1 or 2 days to complete, and he would pull all-nighters to finish them, right? But then people knew that, for a normal person, this task takes 1 to 2 weeks to finish, but for Elon, it takes 1 to 2 days. So anytime he gave them a deadline, it was like, oh yeah, it's going to take 1 to 2 days for this project to be done. But people knew that, Elon's 1 to 2 days is our 1 to 2 weeks, so we'll put down 1 to 2 weeks. But then he would get it done in 1 to 2 days, right? And why this was happening was because he was, he even has this kind of work ethic now. He's fully involved and he has 100% clarity of intention, 100% alignment in all directions in whatever he does. So now you might be asking, what brings this, alignment? Okay, what brings this alignment and how do we do it? Well, first of all, before I even get to that, I want you to understand that, right now, the biggest mistake most people make is that they have the gas and the brakes on at the same time. In anything that they do, they have both the gas and the brakes on, okay? And why this is a big, big problem is because you're literally taking 1 step forward and 1 step back, right? You're letting something hold you back. You're not fully 100% going forward, right? You're not going with full intention. You're not going shamelessly in one direction, but rather you're holding back, you're holding onto something as you're moving forward. It's kind of like lugging a cumbersome backpack and trying to get somewhere. Just drop the backpack, right? It's as simple as that. But people just hold on to this old ideology, old belief, and the fears that they have. And they're never able to go in the full direction. So this is what I mean by clarity of intention. Clarity of intention is having 100% your foot on the brake, slamming it on there, or 100% your foot on the gas, slamming it on there, or 100% on the brakes, but not two at the same time. That's not an effective way to drive a car, right? So how can I best exemplify this? So even in the way I'm communicating with you right now, right? I'm 100% gas. I'm not like, oh, well, you should, have 100% gas on. You should have 100. I think you should 100% gas, 100%. Because if I talk like that, you would see that something's off. I'm 50% in, 50% out. I'm half committed. I'm not full committed. Anything that you do in your life, you have to jump in with full commitment. This is what having a definiteness of purpose really means. You do it with the intent that you will reach the ultimate with this, right? And when I talk about the ultimate, this actually goes back to an ancient yogic culture, an ancient yogic science. And I'm going to explain to you exactly what that means. So in ancient yoga, there are 4 different dimensions of reality, okay? So first of all, there is what's known as karma. And really, what I mean by 4 different dimensions of reality is 4 different paths to reach the absolute ultimate, okay? And this ultimate here signifies enlightenment, right? Any single path that we pursue in life, you got to understand, you got to really see this. We're trying to use this to get to enlightenment. We have this desire to become infinite, but we don't realize that. We think we want $1 million. We think $1 million will make us feel infinite. Because then you'll see that once you make the $1 million, you're like, oh, I need 1,000,001. That's what will make me infinite. And you keep seeking that in the material realm. But the material is realm of the finite, right? It's 1,000,001, 1,000,002. So you'll never be able to reach the ultimate in a realm that is finite. So what we try to do is with yoga, in the ancient yogic culture, is there are 4 different paths of reaching this ultimate. The first path of which is known as karma. Karma is the path of action. So when you fully immerse yourself in something and you joyfully do that action, and all of your action is directed towards reaching the ultimate, towards God, enlightenment, whatever it is, that is the path of karma. The next path is the path of bhakti. Bhakti means devotion. This is involvement with your emotions. When you get fully emotional about what it is you do, you'll see that people who are in bhakti, they don't care about action, they don't care about anything else. They just know that love is God, and then they focus on this love. People in the ancient times like Rumi, if you look at the Sufi poet Rumi, his poems were all just divine love, 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 right? And so this is the path, complete worship, complete devotion, complete surrender of yourself and giving yourself away, right? This is the path of bhakti. But then the next path is the path of jnana. And what jnana means is intellect. People who function at this level of jnana, they seek to find within themselves. They ask, who am I? And all these this is a metaphysical way of accessing the ultimate, right? Most people in society right now, they're at the level of intellect. Society's gotten to this point. So at the level of intellect, they scoff at the level of bhakti, right? Because they look at bhakti, they're like, oh, how can you just surrender yourself to someone? Oh, no. But this is the most difficult way to get to enlightenment, because now your mind will start to fight against you, right? Because your mind tells you ideas and ideologies that are society's, right? It's not even yours. And the mind becomes society's garbage bin. Okay, so this is also a path to getting to the ultimate. And the final path is the path of kriya. And kriya literally means energy. Okay, kriya is internal work. Karma is external action. Kriya is internal action. This is by the path of yoga and doing breathing, meditative work, internal work. Okay, so these are the 4 different paths to getting to the ultimate. Now, why do I mention this, and why is this even relevant to clarity of intention? Well, if you get 4 of these paths all into one, right? If you have a good mixture of all of these, you'll be able to get to the ultimate, right? You can't just have one path. People think you can just have one path, but it's a good balance of all of these that lead up to the path of the ultimate. So what I really mean by that is getting into complete alignment. When you put the gas on, right now that I'm speaking to you, my thoughts, my words, and my actions are in alignment. Okay? So this could be signified as the mind, the body, and the energies, right? So in the physical realm, this translates to thoughts, words, and actions, because how do you get your energy in alignment? But if you understand that if you get your thoughts and your words and your actions into complete alignment, then you will have 100% clarity of intention. Right now that I'm talking to you, my actions are in alignment with what my intention is. My thoughts are in alignment with what my intention is. My words are in alignment with what my intention is. So all of these have to get into alignment with that intention you have. In any action that you take, if you go alignment in all these three things, you will achieve clarity of intention. That's it. It's as simple as that. But what's happening right now is, let's say you want to go up to a cute girl and talk to her, right? Your intention is to, maybe get her number or take her out on a date. But then you go up to her and your thoughts are like, I want to talk to her. I want to get a number. Your words are like, oh, hey, hi, oh, hi. And your actions are like, come in, go out. 50% in, 50% out. You're half committed. So then she'll think you're creepy, right? Because you're kind of like letting yourself be held back. As opposed to if you just let all of that go and you just went full in, right? You just went full in and you were like, hey, I thought you were cute. I had to come say hi to you. Hi. Right? If you were to do that, that's complete alignment. In any action that you take, if you're taking action in your business, right? You talk to your prospective clients. You talk to your customers. You're in complete alignment. If you do that, that's when you can get to the ultimate. That's what success means. It means that nothing is holding you back. That's complete clarity of intention. That's complete commitment. Most people aren't committed in their decision, right? Their decisions are, they're half in, they're half out. This is the biggest killer. And really, this is the way to get to ultimate intention. Okay, so now I want to share with you the 2 keys that you need to take away from this video to really make this a reality in your life. And this is going to change your life, okay? Because this is the very thing that changed mine. If I didn't know this, I wouldn't be here where I am today. So with that, let's talk about the first key. Key number 1 is that you got to understand, first of all, in order to get to complete clarity of intention, because you're going to be asking now, well, how do I get this alignment in my thoughts, words, and actions? And that's a great question. Key number 1 is you got to understand the only wrong decision is indecision. Indecision is the only wrong decision. There are no right decisions and wrong decisions. There is no failure. You don't make failure an option. It's either success or a stepping stone to success. That's it. You don't have a possibility. Successful people, they don't have possibilities of failure, right? If you look at Elon Musk, he said this quote. He said, "I would rather commit seppuku than not be successful." And seppuku means, suicide. I would rather die than not be successful. You can't make, failure an option. Failure is not an option. It's either a stepping stone to success or it's absolute success. Right? So the only wrong decision you can make is indecision. If you're indecisive, that's the wrong decision. Because you'll be thinking, oh, what's the right plan of action? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Just do it. Do it anyways. Do whatever. Just make a decision. I used to remember in my business, I would be like, oh no, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Unsuccessful people take a very, very long time to make a decision, and they're always changing their decisions. Successful people make very, very quick decisions and hardly ever change their decisions at all. Unless it's glaringly obvious that you've got to change your decision and you've got to change your plan of action, don't do it. Stick to it. And where this was key for me was when I started off my business. I saw that in this line of business that I'm in the coaching consulting business, people are always jumping between niches, right? They always choose a different niche and a different niche. They're like, oh, this one didn't work, next one. This business didn't work, next one. And also people are always changing their businesses. They don't even give it ample time to make a clear decision. They don't have all the facts necessary, but then they just listen to that voice in their head that says, oh, this one's not the right one. Come on, just keep buying the lottery tickets until you strike. But that's not how it works. If you want to be in business, you got to establish some sort of skin in the game. People don't even let themselves do that. And that's why they always get into indecision. They're indecisive. They're jumping from one thing to the other. This is the cause of their failure, right? Every single area of their life is like that. This indecision, this mindset of indecision transfers into every single area. They start to date many people. They're like, oh, I don't like that person. Oh, I don't like that person. I don't like that person either. That person's not right for me. And then they just, spend the rest of their lives unfulfilled, thinking that, oh, the other people are the problem. No one's a fit for me. I'm not the problem. I had one girlfriend and one wife, right? You don't need to date a million times. So key number 2 is you got to understand anything that you do, you must immerse yourself fully, okay? So this is really getting into that 100% commitment. Whatever you do, take it to the ultimate. Take it to the highest level you can. Any game you play, work on becoming the best you can be. Immerse yourself fully, not half in. Not, oh, I'll just try that. People who, join my program, the Reality Mastery program, who become really successful, come in with the mindset that this is it. I want to work with Quasi. This is it. This is going to take me to the ultimate. And they do get to the ultimate. They get crazy results within the first 2 weeks of being in the program. Why? Because they came in with the right mindset. They come in with their heart, not just their wallet. This is what you've got to do in any single area of your life. If you make a decision that you're going to do this, do it. Do it with full involvement. If you think you're going to fail, fail gloriously. No problem. Because that failure, you're going to learn something from it. It is going to give you the iterations that you need to actually get you to that level you want to get to. Okay? And with that, I conclude this video. Just to conclude, and just to review the gist of this video, we talked about clarity of intention. And the biggest reason why people fail is because they have the gas on and the brake on at the same time. So they have an indefiniteness in their purpose, right? And there is no definiteness in their purpose. And a weak plan executed with a definiteness and purpose always trumps a strong plan executed with an indefiniteness of purpose, right? And then we talked about the 4 different dimensions in yoga, the path to the ultimate, okay? And how you must have alignment in your thoughts, words, and actions in line with the intention, the general intention you have to become really successful in any area of your life. And the 2 keys that I shared that personally helped me were, first of all, understand that the only wrong decision is indecision. Number 2, anything that you do, you must immerse yourself fully and have the intention to become the very best at it that you can be. And with that, I conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching. I sincerely hope this was helpful. If you're new to the channel, please leave me a comment letting me know what you thought of this, if you'd like me to make more content like this. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell there so you're notified of any new video that I put out. And also, I'm super excited to announce the free one-to-one consult with me for the Reality Mastery program is now open. So if you're interested in that, click on the link in the description below to sign up, and I hope I see you there. Also, please make sure you sign up only if you're serious about working together and actually you're serious about getting a transformation in your life. Okay, we have limited spots available, so we're only saving it for those who are absolutely serious about taking it to that absolute next level. And if you didn't know what the Reality Mastery program was, it's essentially the most powerful paradigm I have found of manifestation. And what I've seen in my personal life was that it didn't matter what I did, but rather who I became. And all of that doingness came as a result of me being, okay? So we work on shifting you at the absolute core, not getting you a surface level change in your habits and your actions and your beliefs, but rather an identity level shift. If you want to experience this, again, make sure you click on the link in the description below. Hope I see you there. And make sure you take advantage of our free Facebook group as well, and the link for that is also down below. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, peace.